What it is, supercar fans, welcome back to Driving Empire Christmas event, and where today we're gonna be spending so much miles around for its Christmas race. Now let's see what is going to be working out here, and then we're going to be raising the volume into 2. So I'll be gonna be making sure it's gonna be a little bit slow, but unfortunately we're not supposed to be extremely loud because it's absolutely morning into the Christmas event time as well. So we still need to collect any more presents. We got any here as well. So that sound effect was absolutely some sort of kind of boom. But all the way through, we have to collect any presents as fast as possible. But unfortunately, I have to probably using for my all-wheel drive vehicle as well, such as the Lamborghini. So we're gonna be collecting all of the presents as well, faster and probably on time as well. So we're gonna be grabbing some sort of presents over here for a lot of presents for many more of these things as well. Collected all of these more and so much more. We have 1, 2, and 3. So looks like this is absolutely some sort of a vine boom as well. It's a little bit more complicated as well, and probably you can absolutely pass through the Christmas balls as well. And what I actually tried to do is we're going to be starting for our very first race. But without further ado, we're going to be starting around with the time trial with the rear wheel drive. So I'm probably not going to be inviting all, when I just going to be trying to invite everything as well. And I might have to using a Lamborghini Aventador as well. I'm probably not sure that we're going to be using a Pagani. So I'll be using a Pagani Zonda Revoluzione. So we got 2 of these drivers. So let's get into our first race. Let's just load responsibly. And I'm not gonna be making tours like these things. So as you remember that the last year, and we're gonna be racing throughout for this thing. It's the same circuit as from the last year of this data. So we're gonna be giving ourselves a go. McLaren MP412C versus Ford GT 2005. But I swear he just got all of his upgrades, and I'm probably not sure. He just fully upgraded this thing as well. But I'm only sure that we're gonna be using as the boosters. So we're pretty not sure that the MP412C is just going to be doing like this thing as well. But now in 1 year into the future, for right now, there must be... Oh dear, we missed the bank. So we just going to be currently teleported into the last checkpoint. We only have 2 laps, and I have decided to U-turn all the way as well. Unless we got and turning on the indicators around here. So, looks like I am terribly at last, and more terrible, because of all of these banks all over to this thing as well. We're unable to catch him up, because this is one of the worst mistakes. I just did a terrifying mistakes at all times. So, if I'm before gonna be able to catch him up, this is way more harder than it is. And there must be some sort of bank corners everywhere. And there must be one presence over here. And because of... it's absolutely becoming more cringe as well. And another turbo booster as well. I'm currently needed as a hypercar as well. So, we just currently failed the battle. At least for only one thing as well. And so we need to get ourselves for another battle as well, for any one time as well. This is going to be the official racing games events of like this thing in Roblox as well. So looks like we're still using as a Ford GT. This is absolutely going to be the same, but not the same as well. It becomes the classic one from years ago. Essentially this is going to be probably good. Now we're going to be using for some sort of jump. The air controls has been swept this to turn around for just many more. but I do not see the rival as well, as we're gonna be doing this again, because that was a big fail. But since I have left won this race, and I got 28 Christmas things as well, so the car just automatically despawned. But let's try the Hennessy Venom. So, which is one of the good things, is just gonna be spawning as well. So, that was a good engine spawn as well. So, I eventually got 378 coins as well. So, I'm not sure it will be called snowflakes. So, we're gonna be using a Ford GT over here, the 2005. So, we're gonna be doing this for once again. So, I'm not sure that we're gonna be invited. Oh, one notifications as well. I have to really censor it at this at always, because I'm probably not sure no one is ever gonna be trying to race against me, I guess. That will be not right, nor sure this is going to be collecting a lot of coins as well. It's a short amount of sound effects as well. Let's get very sure that we're starting pretty early, but unfortunately it was not going to be inviting all of this thing, because somebody who just cancelled as well, because everybody does not liking for something like one reason as always. So anyways, I'll be using as a Pagani Zonda. So what all you have to do is we're gonna be spawning the Zenvo TSRS, and probably it was really loud as possible. But that not sure that we're gonna be turning off the chat filter once again, because I really hate that seeing things that I probably don't like for this only one thing. Let's just, what on earth? And it's time to get ourselves for Zenvo TSRS versus Dodge Viper. Let's get into the onboard view, and probably let's get onto this one moment that before this isn't going to be like that before anymore. What on hell? He's just starting to get a little bit of self for a bad idea. And I just missed the present and forgot to get onto the brakes. So I'll be getting away with this, and probably I should be able to let me win. So this is where my mistake is going around, for it's going to be too fast. Now let's just going all the way into the banks like the 1960s for the classic racing as well. I love even to go all the way into the banks as well. We're gonna be pretty good to go, but slightly we're just gonna be going for one question. Ouch! We just absolutely automatically flipped it all the way around. And somebody who just able to catch me up back in the head as well. So, but one thing that I just seen, that exactly is why, that must be some sort of a one thing as well. So, we're gonna be making towards like a completion of this race, and I have slightly made a mistake. And I wonder if this guy is gonna be trying to take it back. So, looks like I just already missed it once again, because that's how I'm pretty lost. So all the way around to completely pretty swapped around, for just gonna be warming up to it just a little bit before going all the way down here. So I just made for interesting ways to win ourselves to do this, and it's gonna be wanting for just only one thing. So let's see for our final results. And probably this legal man is gonna be still catching up all the way to me, but I am essentially gonna be skipping my ways onto this only one-footed things to do so, instead of going flips around or stunts away for just only one reason to do so. And finally, we have decided to get our victory lane, and looks like I have won. But looks like we got also 28 snowflakes as well. But unfortunately, we're gonna be doing to race again. But I have not sure. Every Paganis are going to be taking places as well. So I don't want to speak for just a little bit for only one thing, because not swearing for Italians as well. So let's try the Ford GT17, because this is absolutely pretty so fast against the Porsches and the Paganis as well. So we're always ready, but unfortunately this guy didn't absolutely gonna be winning itself for once again. But I'm not sure that we're gonna be racing once again, because unfortunately, let's give ourselves a time trial starts in 5 seconds. So it looks like I have no personal best for this limited time, and we're gonna be ready to go as well. Let's just give ourselves a good old rev times about for just thing as well. I'm not gonna be blowing my engine ourselves up, and let's just get on to do this. Let's just get on for just that I just already said. Now we give ourselves for a boost start. So find all the boosters, and we should be able to save lap time as well. There must be heavenly bumps of all things as well. So that must be gonna be going for a downside corner. So I won't be able to use for a handbrake at once and for all. And looks like I should be able to do things a little bit better. And I'm not afflicted to going to turn around itself. I just completely hit the wall. Because I swear, my Celestia, that wasn't gonna be good enough. Because I always forgot to do this. And probably not the last year we just came from. And this is absolutely for the one last time. So all you have to do is get the presents. And I just completely failed the lap times. And what a failure. And this isn't going to be just like this thing as well. We're always drifting around for this only one thing. And looks like we're going to be reaching for online for just about for one thing ourselves. This is going to be for our long boost. Did we get the presents? But I'm not sure we didn't. Looks like we just going to be falling down for a little bit for one thing as well. So we still have currently for our nitrox around here. And I'll be catching on time to do this by the meantime. So I'm always going to be using the banks all the time. And not afflicted to hit the wall for another time as well. So looks like we're going to be doing this for another nitrox time. And what I just expect that I just started to lose speeds. And that must be a large bump, and which is more terrible as hell. And the one final corner, which is the banking. And we just spin it out of the corner as well. For 2 minutes and 11 seconds. I'm probably 2 minutes and 11 seconds, which is going to be pretty great. But 2 minutes and 10 seconds, .542. And that will be the end of this video. Was that some sort of a Dodge Challenger as well? And he's just going to be eventually starting for the lap times as well. But I'm not pretty sure that my lap record lead wasn't pretty good enough. See, so the exhibition wasn't going to be pretty good like this thing anymore. So 2 minutes and 10 seconds. So this is absolutely for 39th place. And I'm probably not sure. This is going to be the end of this video at all times. And I wonder, we're not going to be using for such as one thing. The rear wheel drives are pretty awful. And by the way, that will be the end of this video for sure. And I'm going to be making this car a complete orange. And probably that will be the end as always. So if you enjoy this one wonderful Christmas event, so I'm probably, we're very sure we have to collect any more of these things as well. And unfortunately this is very hard to achieve this thing as well. But anyways, that is absolutely for thanks for watching and about for this video, because I didn't remember about for this any buying for this vehicles. So we're gonna be giving ourselves for a more orange. So looks like I'm just gonna be going for a bit more yellow. The custom color is gonna be like this thing as well. So this is pretty perfect. Thanks for watching and for all your support, and this is going to be Turbo Concept is signing off.